What? Does this motherfucker have infinite HP? Like, how many times did I hit him? What is going on, guys? My name is 4G. So today I wanted to talk about how accurate will the return to Fortnite Chapter 1 be to the original Chapter 1. The reason I wanted to make this video is because with Season OG, it was mostly accurate. It was mostly pretty good, but it wasn't 100%, and I'm not really going to expect it to be 100%. The only way you're going to be able to do that, to have it 100% exactly like Fortnite Chapter 1, Season 1, is to go somehow and play on a private server with Season 1. I don't even know if they have private servers for Season 1 because Season 1 is just that old. But regardless, the point is with all of this is that Chapter 1 Season 1 is going to be returning, and there's a lot of things that have been changed since then. Even throughout the duration of Chapter 1 itself, a lot of things have changed, and I wanted to talk about that here because I would like to see this be an accurate representation of the original Chapter 1, because with Season OG, like I said, it was about 90% of the way there, but there were some different things that were not accurate to the original Chapter 1 map. For an example, in Fatal Fields, this was a completely different building. I'm not exactly sure what happened here. They look and tilted. This building, this main building, is just entirely gone in Season OG. Luckily, it's back in the first reload map that we got, so I do believe that they will fix this when they bring it back in Chapter 1 Season 2, but we're not going to be seeing that, of course, in December when Chapter 1 returns, because there was no tilted towers in Chapter 1 Season 1. The best you're going to get is Pleasant Park, Retail Row, and maybe some Flush Factory if you really want that, but there's a lot of things that were not there until Season 2, but regardless, I wanted to go over some of the things I would like to see when it comes to the return of Chapter 1 being accurate to the original Fortnite. So the first thing, this is the big thing here, of course, I've already made an entire video talking about this, it's that important to me. Bring back the original movement. If you're not going to bring it back for Chapter 6 or the other modes like Creative, at least bring it back for this particular mode. We need to see the original movement. Now, I'm not saying way back like actual Chapter 1 movement, I mean Chapter 4 movement, because of course, zero build is a big factor in Fortnite nowadays, and it would not work without mantling and sliding and sprinting, all that stuff to allow you to get to cover quicker or to mantle up on buildings and stuff that you wouldn't otherwise be able to without building, because, you know, normally you would just build a ramp, but you can't do that in zero build. So we do need at least Chapter 4 movement, but I would not say that we need the Chapter 5 movement, because the big thing here is that the animations feel and look like Fortnite. So that is the biggest thing out of everything here that I would like to see. I would like to see that return, because the movement is something you play and see and look at the entire time you're playing the game. So if it doesn't feel or look like Fortnite, then this is not a very good return to Chapter 1, if I'm being completely real. Real quick, if you are enjoying this video, you should definitely hit that like button. It helps out the channel more than you might know, and I would greatly appreciate it. Alright, now that's really the only thing I expect them to change. Everything else in this, I do think is okay if they kind of brush it under the rug. I mean, I would really like to see it return, and I think a lot of other people would probably prioritize this stuff a little bit more, but still, I'm just saying the biggest thing is the movement out of everything in this video. If I can only have one thing change, that is the biggest thing. It matters that much to me. But let's move on, because I've already made a whole video talking and complaining about the movement not being very good. But the next thing I want to see is I want to see original weapon models return. This right here is not the pump, okay? This is the pump. We have not had this in the game since Chapter 1 Season X, way back in September 2019. Can we please get this back, okay? We need to get this back. I want to see the original pump back because it felt better, it looked better. I really don't understand why they changed it, and it's crazy to think that we've had the Chapter 2 pump in the game longer than we've had the Chapter 1 pump, because they just never changed the pump models ever since Chapter 2. So ever since the beginning of Chapter 2, we've just had this exact same pump model, and it does matter. It does, because the original one just felt better, it looked better. Yeah, that's really it. If you want it to feel like Chapter 1, if this is a permanent mode that we're really putting our effort into to really bring back the original Chapter 1, I mean, they had a whole year after seeing how popular Season OG was. They had a whole year to go over this, so I do think that there's a good chance that they could at least bring certain things like this back. Not only that, okay, I want to bring this up real quick before we proceed. They will be soon, or maybe they already added it. I have no idea. I haven't played Fortnite today, but regardless, they will be at some point soon soon, if not already in the game, be adding an ability to uninstall certain game modes in Fortnite. So if this Fortnite Classic is considered a game mode, there is no reason that they couldn't put all the old models back into this, because if the reason was, oh, the file size will get too large or something for the rest of the game, well, that's not really a problem here. I mean, we already have the original map being added, which is going to take up extra space, of course. Let's just go all the way. Let's add the weapon models and everything else that Chapter 1 had back into this particular mode. I really do hope that they go above and beyond and do things like this, because I want to play real Fortnite, all right? If I want to play modern day Fortnite, I will play the Chapter 6 map. That's how I think. That's what I would like to see when it comes to this. This is like going to feel like you're literally stepping back in time. That's what I'd like to feel with this return to Chapter 1. Now, also with weapon models, it's not really the biggest deal. I would like to see, for an example, the heavy AR go back to the original heavy AR when you get a gold or purple one. Now, this is a minor thing, and I'm sure a lot of people don't care about this, but I think that the purple and gold heavy AR, for example, looked way better when it was just the standard AK looking weapon. It looked a lot better. I don't know why they had to make a brand new model in Chapter 2. They should have just left it. Same with the bolt. The bolt felt, looked, and sounded better when it was just a nice classic bolt. The same weapon as it is when it was blue, gold, purple. It's the same look. I liked that, and I really would like if they went back to that. Also, speaking of the bolt, change the reticle back, at least for this game mode. I don't know why they changed the reticle to be the Hunter Bolt sniper rifle. Not only that, I didn't really pay attention to this when looking at the side-by-side, but this is like an old Call of Duty scope, like around the scope where you can't see your surroundings. That's kind of a downgrade if you think about it on a technical level. I don't know why they did that, but regardless, moving past weapon models, I want to see weapon values go back up, okay? For an example, the Scar is garbage nowadays. It is horrible. It only does like 52 damage for a gold one, and that's a big reason why I don't use it. I mean, it's mostly just because there's better weapons now, unfortunately, in terms of bloom and everything, but that is definitely a factor in why I don't use it. Bring it back up to at least 72. I'm not saying you have to go back way back to what actually was in Season 1, where it was like 90 damage or something crazy. It was insane, okay? It was really crazy. It was either 82, 90, something like that. It was crazy, but either way, just bring it back to 72. That was what it was for the majority of Chapter 1. I remember a gold legendary Scar had a 72 damage value when you hit the head. It was great. So I would like to see things like that for the other weapons as well. That would be so nice to see if they actually put that attention to detail all the way down to just the damage value. Now, something I do want to mention, speaking of the Scar, I don't think they're going to do this at all, but I would like to mention it. The sound of the Scar, if they went really above and beyond, they would change the Scar sound to how it used to be way back in the day. I'm not even saying that they need to, but it was kind of satisfying. Honestly, I kind of miss that old sound, but I don't know. At the same time, that's probably just some really early Fortnite nostalgia, and the current Scar actually does sound better. But either way, the last thing I wanted to talk about here before we wrap up this video is I would like to see double pump return. Now, this might be a controversial one because, of course, double pump was pretty crazy back in the day if you were playing against good players, and nowadays it might even be insane. So actually, maybe I don't want to see this. I don't know. It's just an idea, but I think that it would be pretty cool to see, at least for one of these seasons before they technically patched it. I think they patched it sometime in late Season 4, I believe. I would like to see double pump return for at least one of the seasons. Maybe Season 2, Season 1, even. I don't know, something like that. I would like to see the return of double pump. I mean, I didn't really get to use double pump all that much back in the day. I just died to it a lot, but I didn't get to use it too much because I was not good at the game. I would usually use pump plus the hand cannon, pump dig. Great strategy right there. I will definitely be using that for sure. That'll work still because they'll bring back the hand cannon and the pump. I'll be able to use that at least, but it would be really nice if we got at least a season of double pump. I'm not saying they gotta have it throughout the whole thing because I understand it is a very powerful thing. I don't think they're gonna do that though because they really did not seem to like double pump.
The double pump shotgun can lick the nastiest, most disgusting.
Epic Games seemingly really disliked double pump back in the day, so I do not think that they're going to do that, to be completely honest, but it's just an idea. The last thing, I don't really care about this because I actually think that the current HUD is better, but the HUD is something that I've seen some people mention, so I just wanted to mention it here because some people want that original HUD right in the center of the screen. Understandable. Like I said, I don't personally care, but I can definitely see that. Oh, one more thing, actually. I keep thinking of things the very last second of this video, but I would like to see also minis go back to being able to hold 10 at least until they patched that and made it so that you can only hold 6. Things like that, those small details really added to that original Chapter 1 experience, okay? Being able to hold 10 minis instead of 6. Now, I don't think they're going to do that because I feel like on a technical level, that might be pretty complex to actually make it 10 minis in this game mode, but 6 minis in the original game mode. I have no idea. Maybe it wouldn't work like that, but maybe it would at the same time, and maybe that's why they don't have all different damage values if that's the case. I don't know. Either way, though, this is all just a wish list, I guess you could say, of things I would like to see you return in Chapter 1. I'm not really expecting anything to really change when it comes to this. Even the movement, I don't expect them to change, to be completely honest. I mean, I'm expecting them to have Chapter 5 movement, but I do think it would make the game far better if they brought back the original Chapter 4 movement. But regardless, what do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you're new here to like videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.